Welcome to Tanagers Softball. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Tanagers. Not sure what the quality is going to be like, as you might be able to tell. I know it was windy when we left southeast South Dakota and Yankton and Vermilion. It is windy. It is, I had to get my clipboard. My clipboard flew out of my hands. Things are a little rocking. I apologize. The camera's a little unsteady. The wind is playing all kinds of fun with us today. So hopefully we're able to get this through. I'm trying to keep everything from flying off the table and off the benches here. This is Tanager Softball as they take on the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers from the beautiful Sanford Sports Complex in the north part of Sioux Falls. This is the second year of the Sanford Sports Complex in action. And again, I do hope you can hear me. I'm looking at the levels, and holy moly, I don't know that you can, and I'm sorry if you can't. But we, at the very least, will give you some graphics. We have a nice angle here, so you'll be able to see first base, home plate, pitcher, second, and third, all in the same shot. So hopefully it should be a good day for some Tanager softball. They're going to be giving us starting lineups here shortly, but Vermilion comes in off a nice victory on Friday, a nice rebound victory following their loss on Thursday to Del Rapids. So Vermilion comes in at 3-1. They've defeated Lennox 17-5 on April 5th. On April 8th, also at home, they defeated Parkston 20-5. Then on April 11th, on Thursday, they fell to Del Rapids by a score of 15-5. But that score is not indicative of how the Tanagers played. Yes, Del Rapids got off to a 9-run lead in the first. Vermilion then came through, and they were putting some rallies together. Del Rapids, yes, scored 6 runs after that first inning, but Vermilion had one, and I can't remember if it was the third or the fourth inning, where they had the bases loaded, one down, and there was a hot shot right up the middle. And honestly, if that ball is 1 foot to the left or 1 foot to the right, that thing goes into the outfield, scores 2 runs, and they continue on with that rally. Unfortunately, it was caught, and then they were doubled off of third base for a double play, and that ended the inning, ended the rally, and just kind of a little deflating at that point. So that 15-5 loss to Del Rapids, not a ton to take away. Again, got off to a bad start, but they hung in there. They kept with it. And then they turned around the next day, traveled up to Canton, actually Worthing, to take on the Canton Seahawks. Canton is having some work done on their softball fields, and defeated Canton 17-2. So today they're taking on a Sioux Falls Christian team who's 0-2 on the season, and they came in. Their losses are to EPJ by a score of 14-12. Now EPJ is 2-4 on the season. They lost to Del Rapids 12-0. And of course we know Del Rapids 3-1. And that was at Harmondon Park. So that was a home game. They then lost to Lennox 11-0. And then defeated Canton on Saturday 18-2. So common opponents, they have both defeated Canton. Vermilion defeated Canton 17-2. Sioux Falls Christian defeated Canton 18-2. Lennox, Vermilion defeated Lennox earlier this season, actually in the season opener. Mercy ruled them 17-5 after 5. And then EPJ, Vermilion has not played, and Del Rapids, both teams lost to Del Rapids. Again, they lost to Del Rapids by a score of 12-0. Vermilion fell to Del Rapids by a score of 15-5. And that's a look as to how these two teams got here. We'll be back with more from a windy Sanford Sports Complex in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. We'll be right back after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters.
Save means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday. Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermilion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Tanagers. And again, our scoreboard sponsor here at the Sanford Sports Complex will be, Midwest Ready Mix. This is going to be a pain in the butt to keep these sheets down. Holy moly. And then this is varsity action. There will be JV game after this. And we will be getting starting lineups. Again, the usual starts for Vermilion are as follows. Starting pitcher, Maya Halverson. Maya Halverson is the usual starting pitcher. First baseman has been Matt Maddie Eisenbeiss. Bailey Baylor out in right field. Center field has been Janaea Cleveland. Left field, Sienna Mount. Chandler Cleveland usually starts at short. Madigan Wallen behind the plate, just an excellent catcher. Taylor Barta at third, just slick fielding. And Kristen Moser at second base is the usual starting second baseman. It's been a really good lineup. And again, the one down game was the game against Del Rapids. I'm not sure how much you can take away from that. Other members of this Tanager softball team, varsity, are Reagan Lee. Mackenzie Richardson is usually the DH. Chloe Bottleson, an 8th grader who's a catcher and a utility player. Jenna Peterson, who's a freshman first baseman and a third baseman. So again, if it sticks to usual form, it'll be Kristen Moser, junior second baseman, leading off. Batting second will be senior center fielder Janaea Cleveland. Batting third, senior shortstop Chandler Cleveland. Batting fourth in right field, Bailey Baylor. Batting fifth, junior catcher Madigan Wallen. Batting sixth, senior third baseman or designated hitter Mackenzie Richardson. Batting seventh, is Sienna Mount, freshman outfielder. Batting eighth, usual pitcher is Maya Halverson. And batting ninth, senior utility player at third base, Taylor Barta. Taylor's been a nice addition, good speed, along with Janaea Cleveland. Two seniors out there. You really get the feeling that this Tanager team might have a chance at making it to state this year. Now, if you look at the roster for Sioux Falls Christian, you're going to hear a lot of papers rustling in the background today. They're young. They're young. I see just a couple of seniors on this team. Morgan Grimm, number 8, is a senior outfielder. Otherwise, a good number of juniors, but Grimm is the only senior I see. And then you look at juniors: Emerson Spader, Megan Aukus, Maya Nelson, Avery Reitz, Kylie Jansma, Carissa Lynn, Paige Rarick, Michaela Vermolm, and those are your juniors. As far as sophomores on this team, Bailey Vandergrind. You also have Taylor Dittman. Some names you're going to hear from basketball. They're going to be familiar. Kate Preheim and Catherine Hoff. Freshmen on this team, you have Harper Boshi, Sophia Zommermand, Kenna Myers, Bailey Johnson, Camden Mulder, and Shanti Moore. And then a good number of 7th and 8th graders on this squad as well. Vermilion in their red pants with black jerseys. Those black jerseys have red numbers with white trim and white lettering with red trim. Sioux Falls Christian in some classic looking plain white uniforms with blue numbers, and then across the front, across the chest, a strip of blue with white lettering and gray trim. So really classy looking uniforms for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. We're going to take a quick break. They will be announcing starting lineups here shortly, and we'll be return with that here on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. And this is Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, and I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Vermilion Tanagers. We'll be right back.
The First Bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians, I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. You know, like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermilion.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermilion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
All right, we are back. To apologize, they did the full thing. They did the national anthem. They did starting lineups. It was nice, so we will get that to you. But let me get you a scoreboard up there. All right, looks like there were some changes to the Tanager lineup, though. Madison Eisenbeis will be catching. Madigan Wallen will be at shortstop. Chandler Cleveland is going to be at third base. I think Janaea Cleveland is leading off and playing center field as usual. Bailey Baylor at first base and Reagan Lee in right field. So we'll see how some of that changes up for Vermilion. Starting pitcher today for the Sioux Falls Christian Chargers will be number 22, freshman Bailey Johnson. Catching is number 18, Ashlyn Wrights. At third, you have number 21, Kate Preheim. At first base, number 11, Avery Wrights. At shortstop, number 5, Megan Aukus. And at second base, number 23, Camden Mulder. So that brings up Janaea Cleveland. Janaea leading off. And here's the first pitch of the day as Bailey Johnson steps on the rubber. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. I am not quite sure what the camera is doing here. Okay. My camera seems to be acting up. I apologize. That ball laced into right field. That will be a single for Janaea Cleveland. Welcome back. I do apologize. There seems to be something wrong with my computer, which is stopping my stream. So I do apologize. There will not be a visual to this. It's my apologies, but we will try to keep you up to date on what is going on. So, with one down and runners on first and second here in the bottom half of the first inning, Alverson sends a pitch into number 19, Delia Duke Blanchard. Blanchard is the catcher today. So both Wrights and Aukus are aboard. Vermilion leads 2-0. Again, one down. It's an 0-2 count here in the bottom half of the first. That ball is high. 1-2, and the runner from second will advance to third on the pass ball. Ball is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Again, I do apologize. Something started happening with the, if you're watching, started happening with the camera, and it would flash between the lineups and an empty field, lineups and an empty field, even as play was going on. Then as I started to try to use it, kept stopping the stream. So we will not have a visual today, but we will have audio. Hope that's okay. That ball to Duke Blanchard is fouled back. Count remains 1-2. On deck will be Kate Preheim. That ball's laced into right field. Reagan Lee captures that. Here's the tag, and that will be a run in for Sioux Falls Christian. Makes the score 2-1 as Maya Nelson comes around to score. That is now 2 down on the sacrifice by Duke Blanchard. Brings up Aukus and Wrights. So runner at first. Runner at first for Kate Preheim. Again, Vermilion leads 2-1 here in the first inning. In the dirt, Ball gets away from Eisenbeis. Runner does make it down to second. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 1-1. As Megan Aukus is at second base. That ball is laced into right field. Lee gets past Lee, and that will score a run on a single by Preheim. So that'll make the score 2-2. So Taylor Dittman at the bat. Maya Halverson pitching for Vermilion. Count is 1-0 on Dittman. Ball 2, 2-0. That is high, 3-0, 3-1. 3-1 is the count to Dittman. On deck is Morgan Grimm. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 3-2 on Dittman. With 2 down here in the bottom half of the first inning. The score is tied at 2. That ball hit right up the middle. Moser will tag out Preheim, and that'll be the third out of the inning. But in the inning, they do score 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors at the end of 1. Vermilion and Sioux Falls Christian tied at 2. We'll be back after these messages on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills, we'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermilion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Back at Sanford Sports Complex here in the top of the second. First pitch from Johnson into Mount. It's in for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch is a ball, 1-1. Ball 2, 2-1. To Sienna Mount. And that is high, 3-1. That's in for a strike, 3-2. Full count, nobody down here in the top of the first. Here's the payoff pitch from Johnson to Mount. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Yeah, because my camera's acting up, so I put that up there. Yeah, it's the only way I can even get the stream to run is if I put that up there, because the camera keeps shutting it down, So just reminding people, the camera started acting up, so unfortunately, I do not have a visual to this. It was keeping my stream from even running, so my only option was to do audio only, and I do apologize. It worked up through lineups and then started alternating between the lineup as they were lined up and an empty field. I'm not quite sure what happened, and then it said my USB connection kept shutting down. So Madison Eisenbeis was just hit by the pitch. She'll be down at first with one down here in the top half of the second inning. Kristen Moser at bat, swing and a foul off, makes it 0-1 with one down. So here's the 0-1 pitch. That's 1-1. That was high. Again, do apologize. Camera's working fine. Then I don't know if it's the wind, if something got in there, or what's going on. That ball's grounded down to short. Short, over to first. That's high, but she will get her foot on the bag. Eisenbeis will make it to second. So now a runner at second with two down. Here in the top half of the first inning. Brings up the top of the order in Janaea Cleveland. Janaea puts that into center field, and that gets past the center fielder. Eisenbeis rounds third. She's coming home, and she is safe, and Janaea Cleveland will make it to second. So Cleveland with her second hit of the game. Makes the score 3-2. Brings up Maya Halverson. First pitch to Maya is inside, 1-0. That pitch is nubbed down to short. She looks her back to second and throws over to first. That is the third out of the inning. But in the inning, one run, one hit. There were no errors. At the end of 1.5, it's Vermilion 3, Sioux Falls Christian 2. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second inning after these messages from our Vermilion Sports listeners.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
The Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's double with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion.
And with one pitch, it's grounded over to short. And Wallen scoops that up over to Baylor at first for the first out of the inning. One up, one down. First pitch into Mulder is in for a strike, 0-1. That was Grimm who led off the inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, if you're just joining us, our camera worked right up until the announcement of the starting lineups, and then started flashing between that and an empty field, and every time I tried to reboot it, it kept shutting down my stream. So that one is in for a ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So better start to the inning for Maya Halverson. 2 up, 2 down. Here in the bottom half of the second. Swing and a miss for Spader. Emerson Spader, a junior left fielder. So 0-1. That's outside. Evens count at 1-1. Due up, top of the order, Nelson is next. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1-2. Halverson looking to try to get a 1-2-3 inning. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So 3 up, 3 down. 1-2-3 inning for Halverson there in the bottom half of the second inning. After 2, Vermilion leads 3-2. We'll be back on Vermilion streaming on YouTube after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermilion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermilion.
Sherco in Vermilion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermilion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermilion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed markets. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Welcome back to the Sanford Sports Complex in the top of the third inning. First pitch to Chandler. Cleveland is a ball, and the second pitch to Chandler is a ball. 2-0 is the count. Up next is Bailey Baylor. That's way high. 3-0. Got a little bit away from Johnson. So here's the 3-0 pitch to Chandler Cleveland. Fouled off, straight back. And that will land safely. 3-1 is the count to Chandler. As Vermilion looks to build on that 3-2 lead. Just went over to the scorekeeper. So it's a 3-1 count. Looked like a little discussion. I wonder if they thought maybe somebody batted out of order. I'm not quite sure, but here's the 3-1 pitch from Johnson. That's laced into right center field, and that is caught for the first out of the inning. Brings up Bailey Baylor with Madigan Wallen on deck. First pitch to Baylor is a ball. 1-0. Second pitch is a ball, 2-0. Ball's laced foul, 2-1. Has fouled down the third baseline, evens the count at 2-2 for Baylor. And that one's inside behind Baylor's head. That'll be a full count, 3-2. And that is high. That'll walk Baylor. She'll head down to first. Brings up shortstop Madigan Wallen. First pitch to Wallen is in for a strike, 0-1. Mackenzie Richardson on deck. That pitch is the ball, 1-1. That's high, 2-1. That is fouled. Count is 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes on Madigan Wallen. Baylor on first, 1 down here in the top half of the 3rd inning. That is low, and Baylor will take off for second. She will make it. And that'll be a ball 3, makes it a full count on Wallen. All right, so here's the payoff pitch. That is high. Wallen walks. That puts runners on first and second. Brings up Mackenzie Richardson. Holy moly. First pitch to Richardson is high. 1-0. That's laced into right center field. That is looping over, and that will be caught. And they try to double her off of second, unable to make it. Wow, that looked like that was going to drop, but boy, the wind got a hold of that. Brought it right back into play. So Richardson flies out to right field. Brings up Kristen Moser. First pitch to Moser, in for a strike, 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Now the runners are running, so a hit to the outfield should get a run across. It's Wallen on first, Baylor on second, Kristen Moser at bat. Is high, 1-2. Again, if you're just joining us, there is no video. The camera acted up right as the game was about to start. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on Moser. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on at the end of 2.5. It's Vermilion 3, Sioux Falls Christian 2. We'll be back after these messages on Vermilion streaming on YouTube, brought to you by our Vermilion sportscasters.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood.
It's not just wood at the Lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the Lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the Lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the Lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Count is 1-1, 2-1 now on rights. Getting used to a new headset. Forgot to turn it back on. I apologize. 2 down. That makes the ball 3-1. Maya Halverson has struck out 4 in a row. That's in for strike 2. Full count on Megan Hawkes. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Halverson looking to get, even if she can get another strikeout this inning. Fouled back, count remains 3-2. Wind up and the pitch. That's in for strike 3. That's an old-fashioned snapper. Mow him down inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 4th with Vermillion leading 3-2. We'll be back on Vermillion Streaming after these messages from our Vermillion sportscasters.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
As Moser takes the walk. It was 3-2. I'm sorry. So Moser heads down to first. That brings up the top of the order, and Janaea Cleveland. Said getting used to a new headset. Just a whole new program here. I apologize. Not liking it. I might go back to the old thing. Moser heading down to second, and she will be in safely with a stolen base. Count is 0-1. Cleveland lifts that high into left field, and that is going to be foul and out of play. Moves the count to 0-2. And with this wind, you just never know where that's going. So, with Moser at second, Janaea Cleveland up to bat, Maya Halverson on deck. Vermilion leads 3-2 here in the top half of the fourth inning. Here's the pitch from Johnson. That is in the dirt. Moves the count to 1-2. When I say dirt, I mean brown turf. This is a completely turf field. No dirt at the base paths, no dirt in the circle. That pitch is hitting to left field. Going back and making the catch out there is Sioux Falls Christian. Moser is out at second, or out at third, trying to tag up. And so just like that, Vermilion is out of the inning. No runs, no hits, No errors at the end of 3.5. Vermilion leads 3-2. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, this is Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. This is Michael Schumacher on Vermilion Streaming, and we'll be back after these messages.
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermilion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermilion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermilion.
And we are back for the bottom half of the fourth inning. I'm Michael Schumacher. This is Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Batting this inning, leading off, Duke Anderson, and that is a one pitch, one out. Right back to the pitcher. That brings up Kate Preheim. That was Delia Dupe Blanchard. I don't think I even got the full name out before that was hit. But here comes Kate Preheim. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 0-1. That's high, 1-1. Johnson for Sioux Falls Christian has had looking pretty good, holding this Tanager team to just 3 runs through 4 innings. Good work on her part. That is high, 2-1. She's just hoping to be able to get a little support from her, from the offense. Here's the windup and the pitch from Halverson. That pitch is nubbed back to Halverson. Again, over to first for the second out of the inning. It's now nobody on, 2 down. Taylor Dittman. I was going to say Tater Dittman, but that is not right. That pitch is fouled back and into the netting. Counts 0-1. On deck, Morgan Cern. Not Cern, Grimm. Here's the windup and the pitch from Halverson. That's nubbed down the first baseline, and Bailey Baylor will make the catch on the pop-up to first. So 3 up, 3 down for Sioux Falls Christian in that inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of 4, Vermilion leads 3-2 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. We'll be back with more after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermilion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermilion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermilion Auto Works.
Welcome back to Tanager Softball as we head into the 5th inning. Tanager Softball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube. Batting this inning will be Maya Halverson, Chandler Cleveland, and Bailey Baylor. Halverson popped out to third in the first inning, grounded to short in the second. Johnson pitching really well right now. That one's in the dirt, makes it count 1-0 here in the top half of the 5th. This game is moving right along. And that ball is high, 2-0. Getting Chandler Cleveland on deck, Bailey Baylor in the hole. Here's the windup from Bailey Johnson, and that is fouled down the first base line, 2-1. So count is 1-1 on Maya Halverson. That is high. 2-1. That's high. Makes the count 3-1. Halverson steps in, looking to help her cause here, leading 3-2. Laces that into left field, but right there is the left fielder, and she's going to make that catch. Some nice fielding in the outfield today for Sioux Falls Christian. With this win, that is easier said than done. Christian team might not have a win on the season yet, but they look like they might be improving as every game goes by. So Chandler Cleveland is up. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Again, if you're tuning in wondering why there is no video, the camera, I don't know whether it's the wind or what, started glitching out. That ball's popped up high, and that's going to keep coming back into the fence. The wind got a hold of that one. That'll make it 1-1. So 1-1 to Chandler Cleveland. Bailey Baylor on deck. One down, nobody on here in the top half of the 5th inning. That pitch is high, 2-1. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'm so sorry. This wind is awful. That ball is set over to short, fielded cleanly there. Throw is high over to first, though. Chandler Cleveland around first, over to second. And she will be in standing up. Single with a throwing error. Brings up Bailey Baylor. So now a runner on second. One down here in the top half of the 5th for Bailey Baylor. On deck, Madigan Wallen. First pitch to Baylor is in for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That pitch is lifted down the third baseline, and that will be caught there for the second out of the inning. Brings up Madigan Wallen. Wallen walked her last time up. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. That's in for a strike. Wow. Feels like he might have thought she swung, but boy, that wasn't even close to a swing. And I don't think that pitch was close to a strike without it. So just unfortunate for Madigan. That pitch in for a strike, 1-2. Chandler Cleveland at second. That pitch in the dirt. Cleveland stays at second. 2-2. Kenzie Richardson on deck. Two on. No. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner on second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So no runs. 1 hit. 1 error at the end of 4.5. It's Vermilion 3. Sioux Falls Christian 2. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, we'll be back with more for the bottom half of the 5th inning on Vermilion streaming on YouTube, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, works.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates.
Back here with Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher from the Sanford Sports Complex. Here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, first pitch from Maya Halverson is a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one, 1-1. If you're wondering who's batting, it is Morgan Grimm. Ball 2, 2-1. On deck for Sioux Falls, Camden Mulder and Emerson Spader. Pitches in for a ball, 3-1. So the count is 3-1. That's in for a strike, 3-2. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2. 3-2, sorry. Scoreboard is wrong. It is 3-2. Nobody down here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Nobody on. Laced down the third baseline. Foul. Count remains 3-2. Here's the windup and the pitch. Grounded right back to Halverson. Halverson over to Baylor for the first out of the inning. That is 11 in a row that Halverson has put down. 11 in a row. Which is good. Her team is not doing well offensively, so. First pitch to Mulder is in for a strike, 0-1. And that's what you have to do. Every once in a while, when your team's not clicking offensively, you hope for a good pitching performance. That's fouled straight back, 0-2. Again, a few different changes out there from the normal lineup. Chandler Cleveland's at third instead of short. Madigan Wallen at short instead of catching. And Eisenbeiss at catcher instead of first. Reagan Lee's in right field. And that is a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Emerson Spader. Spader struck out her last time at bat in the second inning. First pitch to Spader is a ball. Ball 2, 2-0. Count is 2-1. Ball 3, 3-1. Fouled off, 3-2. runner on first. That brings up Maya Nelson. Nelson hits that over to short. Wallen over to first for a quick put out. No runs, no hits, no errors at the end. One runner left on base. At the end of 5, it's Vermilion 3, Sioux Falls Christian 2. We'll be back after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters. You're listening to Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to the Sanford Sports Complex. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Tanagers, as the Tanagers lead 3-2 here in the top half of the 6th inning. First pitch to Mackenzie Richardson. It's a ball, 1-0. Second pitch is fouled off. Moves the count to 1-1. As I believe the wind is picking up even more. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Richardson from Johnson. Fouled off, moves the count to 1-2. Maya Halverson having a great pitching performance for Vermilion, but Bailey Johnson right behind her for Sioux Falls Christian. 3-2, all of the... Wow, that was called a strike. Okay. Strikeout looking of Richardson. That brings up freshman Sienna Mount. Mount struck out her last time up. Bunted down the third baseline. Over to first for an easy 5-3 put out. So this Chargers team, again, they might be 0-3, but they look like they're very young. And it looks like they are, I don't know if they're figuring something out, but they are fielding well. Shortstop, third, left field, right field, center field. I mean, with this kind of wind, plays like that are not easy to make. All the scoring that happened in the first 3 half innings. Right now, ball 2-0 to Eisenbeiss. That pitch is high, 3-0. Again, this is Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. That's in for a strike, 3-1. As Vermilion leads 3-2 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. And I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Tanagers. Eisenbeiss will be followed by Kristen Moser, as there are 2 outs in the inning. That pitch in for a strike makes the count 3-2. Bailey Johnson looking for her first 1-2-3 inning in a little bit. Nope. That will walk Eisenbeiss. That'll bring up Janaea Cleveland, center fielder. There will be a courtesy runner for the catcher, I believe. Don't know that I can quite see the number. That pitch is low to Moser, 1-0. And there's the run down to second. Throw was probably in time, but just unable to corral it. Would have been a bang-bang play, but runner now at second with 2 down. That pitch was called a ball, so it's 2-0 on Moser. That's laced into right field, and that will drop. And the runner will round third. There's going to be no play at home. Yes. And that was Chloe Bottleson scoring the run there as the courtesy runner for Eisenbeis. That is a double for Moser and an RBI. Nice hit for Moser. Get her out of a little bit of a slump. Makes the score 4-2. First pitch to Janaea Cleveland in the top of the order is a ball, 1-0. Pitch is popped up. That's playable. And that is caught by the catcher. Caught by the catcher. Delia Dupe Blanchard with a nice catch right along the fence for the third out of the inning. But one run on one hit. No errors at the end of 5.5 innings of play. It's Vermilion 4. Sioux Falls Christian 2. We'll be back after this message from our Vermilion sportscasters on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Now pitching, so a couple of changes here. Chandler Cleveland is now pitching in the circle. Kristen Moser moves from second over to third. And Maya Halverson moves from pitcher to third. Madigan Wallen will stay at short. Bailey Baylor will remain at catcher. Reagan Lee stays out in right field. Eisenbeis stays at catcher. Janaea Cleveland stays out in center field. And Sienna Mount stays out in left field. So batting this inning for Sioux Falls Christian, Avery Wrights, Megan Aukus, and Delia Duke Blanchard. At first pitch is a strike. All right, 0-1. Thank you. Here's the windup from Cleveland. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That's in for strike 3. Strike 3 is looking. That's one of the things Vermilion does have. They do have two really capable pitchers. And a lot of teams don't have that. They have one, and if they get tired and they get struggling, it's tough to replace them. That pitch right back to Cleveland. Cleveland over to first for Aukus. Aukus is out on a 1-3 putout. That's 2 up, 2 down. Brings up catcher Delia Duke Blanchard, who had a beautiful play right along the fence or the net to end that top half of the 6th inning. See if she can roll that over into a good at-bat. First pitch, though, is a strike. 0-1. On deck is Katie Preheim. Cleveland with the windup and the pitch. That's fouled out of play. 0-2. So it's an 0-2 count on Duke Blanchard. 2 down here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. Again, Vermilion did add, if you want to call it an insurance run, a comfort run in the top half of the 6th inning, just to feel a little bit better. But you know they'd love to get another run or two in the top half of the 7th. But first, you try to stop them. That pitch is high. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Cleveland. Fouled off. Count remains 1-2. along at a pretty good clip. So here's the 1-2 pitch. Laced down the third base line. Foul. So Duke Blanchard, like I said, she's turned that nice defensive play into a really nice offensive at-bat. She is 0 for 1 on the day with a sacrifice and an RBI in that first inning. Again, another fouled off. 1-2. A bit like Luisa Rice out there. Getting connection. Fouling off. Looking for that pitch that she wants. Here's the windup. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom half of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors at the end of 6. Vermilion leads 4-2 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back to Tanagers Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, as we go into the top half of the 7th inning with Vermilion leading 4-2. Maya Halverson leading off. First pitch is fouled off. Moves the count to 0-1. Halverson has now moved to second. 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's laced into right center field. That will be a single. No, that's a double for Halverson. Halverson's loping around. She's going to go for 3. And that is going to be a triple for Maya Halverson. As Vermilion looks to add to their lead, Halverson helps out with a triple. That brings up new pitcher, Chandler Cleveland. Chandler hits that between short and third. That will score a run. Makes the score 5-2 for Bailey Baylor. On deck, Madigan Wallen. Pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Or the brown turf, however you want to describe it, 1-0. So Chandler Cleveland at first, Bailey Baylor up with Madigan Wallen on deck. Baylor butts it down the first base line. Oh, just goes foul. That'll move the count to 1-0. It's not too often you get your cleanup hitter to try to lay down a bunt, but Bailey Baylor did it. Looks like she did it well, pretty close. That ball is in the dirt, and Chandler Cleveland down to second. She'll be in safely. That moves the count to 2-1 now with the runner on second. Nobody down here in the top half of the 7th inning. That ball is fouled off. Count moves to 2-2. It's lifted into left field. Foul ball. Count remains 2-2. So here's the 2-2 pitch to Baylor. That is low. Ball 3, 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Baylor. So that is the first out of the inning. Brings up Madigan Wallen on deck, Mackenzie Richardson. Vermilion with a 5-2 lead here on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Pitches in the dirt. Cleveland tease is going on. Nope, she will stay 1-0. That's laced into left field. That's going to be out of play. 1-1. Wallen did get a hold of that one, though. That's fouled off. 1-2. So it counts 1-2, one down. Madigan Wallen with Chandler Cleveland on second. Here in the top half of the seventh. That ball is high. 2-2. That pitch is high. 3-2. So full count on Madigan Wallen. On deck, Mackenzie Richardson. Ball 4-2. 4-2. That's walk. Runners at first and second now. Richardson struck out looking her last time up. And that is fouled off. 0-1. So Vermilion looking to add to that 3-run lead, leading 5-2. Runners on first and second. One down for Mackenzie Richardson. 0-1 count here in the top half of the seventh. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ball 1-2. Bailey Johnson has gone the distance for Sioux Falls Christian. Really solid pitching performance for her today. That is high. 2-2. That's laced just past the first baseman. Into right field. Cleveland rounds third. Running home. We'll have runners at first and third on the single by Richardson. Score is now 6-2 as Sienna Mount comes to bat with one down. That pitch is high. Ball 1-0. Swing and miss. Strike one. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Mount struck out swinging in the third. And grounded out to third in the fifth. That is laced to the fence! And that will score 2 runs as Mount heads to second, and she will have a double. 2 RBI double for Sienna Mount. As Vermilion looks to keep the momentum going, they are now up 8-2. After putting up 4 runs this inning. And this is what the Tanagers do. They tend to score in bunches. Eisenbeiss, oh, that stayed fair. And there's going to be an easy 2-3 put out as Eisenbeiss thought it was going to go foul. But it didn't. Mount does advance to third, but they're now 2 down. As Kristen Moser comes to bat. First pitch to Moser is in for a strike, 0-1. So 2 down, 0-1 count, runner on third here in the top half of the 7th. Here's a pitch to Moser. Wow, laced sharply down the left field line. Foul, 0-2. So pitcher Bailey Johnson looking to get out of the inning. Only giving up 4 runs. That one's high. 2-2. Nope, 1-2, sorry. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Johnson. That's in the dirt. 2-2. I was just a man ahead of my time. That pitch is high. Full count. 3-2 on Moser. On deck, Janaea Cleveland with the top of the order. That's high, ball 4. So now runners at first and third for Janaea Cleveland. Janaea has 2 hits, and there's an uncontested stolen base for Moser, puts runners at second and third. Count is 1-0. Here's the pitch from Johnson. Inside, 2-0. That's high, 3-0. 3-0 count, runners on second and third, 2 down here in the top half of the 7th. Janaea Cleveland at the bat with a 3-0 count. Johnson with the pitch. That's in for a strike, 3-1. On deck for Vermilion is Maya Halverson, who started us off with a walk. That one's hit into right field, and that's going to be to the fence. The wind just swirled it around. 2-run score. Janaea Cleveland, she's going to go for home. There's going to be a play at the plate. And she will be safe with an inside the park home run for Janaea Cleveland. That makes the score 11-2. Scoreboard says 10-2, but I'm pretty sure it's 11-2. Janaea scoring on the home run part of that. 3-run home run. 11-2, Vermilion leads. 2 down as Mackenzie Richardson comes up. Maya Halverson led everything off with a triple to begin this inning. First pitch is low, ball 1. No. 2-0. That pitch is hit into left field. That's going to make it to the fence. Halverson will stop at second with a double. That throw gets past the third baseman, but Halverson will make it to third. Brings up Chandler Cleveland, who singled her last time up. That's lifted high. Shallow. No, that's the first baseman. Oh! The wind again. The wind. I mean, I know you have to call it an error, but the wind had everything to do with that. Makes the score 12-2. Brings up Bailey Baylor. Sit down the third baseline foul, 0-1. So count is 0-2. Pitch is lifted high. Left field. Play on the ball, and that is foul. Count remains 0-2. Counts 1-2. Here's the pitch. That's nubbed into the infield. Caught by the first baseman for the third out of the inning. In the inning, 8 runs on 6 hits. There was 1 error. At the end of 6.5, it's Vermilion 12. Sioux Falls Christian 2. We'll be back after this message on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
Welcome back to the Sanford Sports Complex, where we head into the bottom of the 7th. Vermilion leads Sioux Falls Christian by a score of 12-2. Up now for Sioux Falls Christian, Katie Preheim, Taylor Dittman, and Morgan Grimm. First pitch to Preheim is a ball, 1-0. and a miss. Strike one. 1-1. Again, Chandler Cleveland pitching now for Vermilion. Having come in from third base. Halverson went to second. Moser went over to third. That pitch is high. Ball 2. 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. There's the wind. Seems to be picking back up. Fouled back. Count remains 2-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nope, 2-2. Okay, I'm ahead. That's low. 3-2. Chandler just wants to get out of this inning clean. They've been able to shut out Sioux Falls Christian since that first inning. And that is a walk to Katie Preheim. Brings up Taylor Dittman. Looks like we have a courtesy runner at first. Might be number 3, Macy Connell. It is number 3, Macy Connell. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. It goes to the backstop. Runner goes to second. Foul back, 1-1. That is high, 2-1. Pitch is lifted high in the air. The wind is getting a hold of that. Getting it. That is going to be just out of play. That moves the count to 2-2. So the count is 2-2. Runner on second. Nobody out. Fouled on the right field line. So count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner at second. Here's the pitch. That is low. It gets past Eisenbeiss. Runner will advance to third. Full count, 3-2. Grimm on deck, Dittman at bat. Foul back. Count remains 3-2. Pitch is hit up the middle. Fielded there by Halverson. Unable to get a throw across, though. It's an RBI single for Dittman. Makes the score 12-3. Morgan Grimm with the swing and miss, 0-1. Foul back, 0-2. Lifted high down the left field line. That will be foul and out of play. Count remains 0-2. So far, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. 12-3, Vermilion leads on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Dittman at first. Grimm at bat. That makes it 1-2. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning. So Dittman stays at first. That brings up Mulder. Camden Mulder. Ball gets away from Eisenbeich. She does throw it down to second. Not in time. So 0-1. Fouled off. 0-2. To Mulder. Runner at second, 1 down here in the bottom half of the 7th. Sioux Falls Christian needs 9 runs to tie it up. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 straight strikeouts for Chandler Cleveland. So Sioux Falls Christian needs to score 9 runs to tie it up to extend the game. This will be over. First pitch to Spader is a ball, 1-0. That pitch is fouled off, 1-1. That's in for a strike, 1-2. Sioux Falls Christian down to their final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 7th. Dittman on second. That ball's grounded up the middle, past Wallen, but fielded there by Mount in shallow right field. So runners now at first and third on the single. On the single by Spader. Brings up Maya Nelson in the top of the order. That pitch over to Halverson, over to first, in time. 4-3 put out. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and that will be the end of the game. Vermilion varsity wins 12-3. And with the wind, and I did get through my ads, that is going to be the end of the game for us as well. Do appreciate you joining us on Vermilion Streaming. Brought to you by First Dakota National Bank and Midwest Ready Mix and our Vermilion Sportscasters. Again, we'll be back here a week from today for the DAC 12 tournament, but until then, we'll have games in between then too. But we'll be right back here 1 week for a couple of games for a tournament. We'll be back next time as the Tanagers have won. They're now 4-1 on the season. This has been Vermilion Tanager Softball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher. You have